Hello, what's up, everybody out there tuning into our show? This is the FT Podcast, and we're pretty much going to be showcasing a lot of content for you guys, whether it's going to be anime or video game, especially with the new Nintendo Direct showcase that just happened not too long ago. We'll definitely be on our way to talk about that. So that being said, though, I would like to introduce myself. My name's Kazo. I'm pretty much, I love anime, I love playing video games. Still on the grind for Rainbow Six Siege. Hopefully by time I'll be bringing in a squad in, so we'll have to find a way to get ourselves back up into the ranks and hopefully reach plat someday. Thank you for the channel points. So that being said, I'm looking all aside from all things considered, like for the Rainbow, I love playing fighting games as well. So when you not see me trying to recruit some people to a new squad, you'll basically find me playing Guilty Gear or playing Dragon Ball FighterZ with these two gentlemen next to me, which I will be introducing in a bit. So to the right of me, he is one half of Ichi Gaming, represent all facets of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Please give it up for our Super Saiyan God, Ichi. Please say hi to the viewers for us, please.
Actually, it's just Majin at the moment because
I thought you were right.
I'm not gonna claim Super Saiyan God yet again until I get back into it. But yeah, what's up, guys? It's Reggie.
The Majin Reggie, my bad. Oh my goodness! But either way, though, you say you're Majin, but you, to our FT Podcast eyes, you are Super Saiyan God.
Thanks for the show.
Shout, man. And to the right of one of my best friendo, we have this man. Loves watching anime. While he's not working most of the time, you pretty much find him catching hands, just as he invited me to not too long ago playing Dragon Ball FighterZ. Please show some love. Thicc Churro, one time.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Awesome. And next we have Calgary's own, the People Champ, the pro MTG player, Offbeat Hero. Having a wide assortment of platter of anime, his recommendations will not disappoint. He is an avid Metroid and Ghost of Tsushima fan, FYI. Please greet the viewers for us out there.
Yes, hello. I'm Offbeat Hero. All things that Kazo said are true. I've actually been reminiscing a bit today over the Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time movie. What a masterpiece. If you haven't seen it, check it out. The movie's great.
You know what? We should all talk about it eventually because Evangelion is just huge to anime and like pop culture media, right?
You know, it was one of my first big non-shonen anime. You know, I was watching Bleach and shit, but then I watched Evangelion. That is not a shonen. That is a fucking wild ass ride.
Would you give Evangelion a spot in the Hall of Fame for all of anime?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it like defined the genre for a while. So, I mean, yeah, kind of wild, actually.
Nice. Good to hear. And yeah, we'll definitely be talking about that, though. And lastly, we have the most famous and most mysterious, Bad Rice. Last I checked, yeah, man. Last I checked with you, heard he's been playing some crazy Phasmophobia, but only turns out that it was never him, but a shadow of my figment of imagination.
So, yeah, something like that. I believe that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
But that being said, yo, say hi to the fans out there.
Hello.
Hello. And that caps it up for the rest of our brothers. So let's get started with the rest of our topics, though. Offbeat Hero, you know what to do.
It's what I do. It's what I do here. Today we got a couple things to talk about on the docket. First and foremost, I don't know exactly. I'm not familiar with the exact day, but I can tell you that the Gamecube has turned 20 years old this year.
Woo!
It can drink in Canada, but it can't drink in the U.S. But it's the big 2-0. So we're just going to look back on some Gamecube classic memories. It was quite the console at the time that it came out on its release. It did the classic Nintendo move of shaking things up. One being, it was a fucking cube. Second being, the discs were small as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pass it off to Churro. First off, did you own a GameCube?
No.
Oh my
but-
god. Moving on. We're gonna
Get him out of here.
All right.
Go sit in the corner, man.
Sorry, I was
Get this man off the show.
Actually, my ever first Nintendo console was the Nintendo Switch.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch I bought whenever Smash Ultimate came out.
Mhm.
That's my ever first Nintendo console I've ever had.
Okay. So, I mean, did one of your friends have a GameCube?
So my
or-
uncle had a GameCube. I think I
Alright.
spoke about this when we were talking about Call of Duty. He had Medal of Honor,
Hell.
and like
Right, nice.
at this point, like my exposure to games was basically nil, right? Like I just went over. He was on the couch shooting people. I was just like watching, mesmerized, fucking mind blown about it. And he's like, "You want to play?" And I started playing, and I was just. It's crazy to me to think that back then I thought like that was like the pinnacle, you know, like that was. It's like
That was
how could they do this, right? Like how could they get any better than that?
It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, but you know, we've gone from like GameCube graphics to what we have now today. So 20 years is a pretty short amount of time to do that.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's pretty much my only memory of a GameCube.
Your uncle played Medal of Honor
Uncle
one
played
time.
Medal of Honor one time, and I played it. I was like, bruh.
The future is now.
Yeah, actually.
Oh my god. Well, Bad Rice, I know you had a GameCube, right?
I did.
There you go.
man.
Wait, never mind. I never had a GameCube.
What?
I've had GameCube's been pretty big for me. Used to have the N64, and then I finally upgraded to the GameCube, and it was a big deal. It was my introduction into Smash Melee.
Nice.
That was a huge game in my life. You know, I used to jam that all the time. If I had to think about like specific fondest memories, it's probably the time I like. So there's these event passes that you do in Melee, right? And they're like little challenges. And there's event 51. And I saw that you could cheese like one of the fucking characters with Jigglypuff. Because if you down B, it's the rest ability, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And you're facing off against Giga Bowser and like Mewtwo, Ganon, and all this other stuff. And I think I got like me and my brother popped off one time because we started off. We were just flying around trying to dodge attacks, and then we down specialed, and it instantly killed 3 of them on screen.
Damn.
And we were just like popping off, and like, you know, that's one of my like main memories with Smash, and also getting into it with like friends. You're like, you know, you're trying to show off like who's better at certain characters. You have that one guy who's like trying to make like Yoshi work. It's like, all right, dude, that's kind of weird, but all right. Everyone else is playing Marv, Sheik, Fox, Peach, only the special ones, you know.
Mhm.
And then you know, just dunking on getting those first few dunks on your buddy when after he like comes back after like all his training, all his practice, and you just spike him into the floor. Oh, it never felt so good as it did in Melee.
Nice.
And then let's see what else. We also had I played like Mario Kart, but that was all right. 2 games that really like blew my mind away. Super Mario Strikers. Oh man.
Really?
Yeah.
Super Mario Strikers was the jam. Holy fuck.
Nice.
Like, you basically take soccer and you just add like fucking Mario doing a fucking giant like 4x backspin fucking bicycle kick. Like, it added all the flavor that I needed to play that game. And then lastly, Mario Party, because I legit saw people cry. I saw people laugh.
Wait, doesn't that still happen though?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
First time I was introduced to it was like N64, like Mario Party was kind of casual still. Like when it hit GameCube, that's where it started getting like a little intense. Like the fire got lit under everyone, and you know, he steals your star, and you're like, all right, I gotta kick your ass. Somehow, some way, just choking him with a fucking.
That's it. Put
N64
Smash back
controller.
in. Take this shit out. We're putting Smash Bangers so I can whoop you.
Oh, yeah, and of
my
course,
car.
Animal Crossing. The first time I've ever been obsessed with a game like Animal Crossing.
Mhm.
Holy shit. That was the beginning of it all. Like, just learning about like Animal Crossing, getting into it, and then like, of course, as soon as the Switch came out with it, I had to buy it. It's too fire of a game.
You know?
But yeah, that's my experience with GameCube. Loved it for so many different memories.
Yeah. I mean, for me, GameCube was like, because I was a big GameCube boy. You know, I didn't own a PS2 because that was the era of GameCube and PS2, which I mean may be the golden age of gaming.
Right.
Because I mean, there were just like so many new IPs and just like brand new spins on existing IPs. All happened during those years of like the PS2 GameCube era. You know, there's so many big names that could just pop out of nowhere. I mean, last episode we you guys already heard me ramble on Metroid Prime, but that was when, you know, they took Metroid to 3D. They're like, no more 2D Metroid. We're going 3D. It's first person. Check it out. It was amazing. Oh my god. But I back then I was a subscriber to monthly Nintendo Power.
You were what?
Nintendo Power. I did.
Okay.
For all one person that doesn't know what this is.
Yeah, Nintendo Power was a magazine subscription that basically sent you a like Nintendo magazine that talked about like the newest, latest games, had like cheat codes in it. You know, how to unlock certain secrets. They had tips and tricks, interviews with game developers. Always came with like some goodies, like some posters and stuff. And I remember that in the months leading up to the GameCube, with one of the issues in Nintendo Power, they sent you a like GameCube like hype disc. It was like a DVD that you put in your DVD player and you watch it, and it's just like a bunch of like fucking GameCube game trailers on it. That's all it was.
Nice.
I also watched that thing like 100 times because it had like Metroid on it. It had Super Mario Sunshine on it. You know, it like all these big flagship all these big flagship games coming out. We're on this disc, and I remember just getting my hype like over and over again. I was like, oh my god, I have to have a GameCube. This game's sick. Holy shit! So I pretty much bought them all. You know, I bought every, you know, highlight GameCube game. If there's a top, you know, 20 list of GameCube games, I probably played / owned them all at some point.
Dang.
Some of the big ones were like, I mean, we already talked about Smash Bros. Melee. Holy shit! I mean, that game is still defining to this day. People still play it. Yeah. Still tournaments.
People still rave about it too.
They still rave about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and like. If you're not playing it emulated, there are places that still you know, you bring your GameCube, you bring your fucking CRT, you plug that shit in.
Has to be CRT.
Yeah.
Gotta be a CRT.
I mean, and also like not only that, but like the GameCube controller. You know, even for Smash Ultimate, you know, people still prefer that.
It's a very good controller, honestly. Like, because I mean, we've seen a lot of weird controllers over the years. I mean, the N64 controller is a fucking monster of a controller. Like, who the fuck designed that thing? It's like, bro, let's make this for like three-handed people. Let's put a little like prong in the middle. And then of course all the games only ever used the middle prong and like the right prong. The left prong was like you know, it just gathered dust. It was like untouchable.
Yeah.
But the GameCube controller was kind of like a sick sweet spot. You know, it had 2 thumbsticks, which I mean wasn't new. PlayStation was already doing that, so I guess Nintendo caught up to that trend or grand idea. But it had something about the button configuration about the A, B, and X, Y buttons just worked.
Right.
You know, you could just put your thumb right on A, and you can roll thumb around the other buttons. You don't have to like, even move it a whole lot. It just like slides over. It's fucking great.
Fluid.
Not to mention, I think it was also one of the first controllers to have like 2-stage shoulder buttons, where like the L and R buttons would go in, and then they would stop, and then you could click it in for like an additional input. I didn't see a lot of games use that feature, but I mean, some did, where like, you know, putting it in halfway would do something, and then all the way would do something else. I think Smash must have did it or something. But you didn't have to click it in all the way. You can just click it in like basically halfway, and your like shield would come up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got like Smash. We got like Super Mario Sunshine. We got Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door, the sequel to the N64 game. We got Resident Evil 4, arguably the best Resident Evil game out of them all. We got fucking Mario Strikers, as Bad Rice mentioned. We got Pikmin. And I mean, I know y'all played Soul Calibur 2, dude. Come on. Soul Calibur 2, Link was in it? Oh my.
Soul Cal. You remember that fucking cheesy move that people would pull? You just like walk to the ledge and then you do that one grab and throw people to the back.
Yeah,
Good times.
so lame, dude.
Good times.
You had Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I know if you played that game, you've all farmed up your fucking chows to make them like angels or devils and shit. That was like the real game, the whole like Sonic part. That was like the fucking mini game. The real game was like the goddamn chow farming. Animal Crossing made its crazy ass. I think the slogan when it was when the commercials were out was like. The game keeps playing even when you're not, or something like that. It was like the first game to advertise like, a real-time clock-based thing where like if you're not playing it, things are still happening because it takes like clocks to keep going on.
But Kevin, wasn't like the OG Animal Crossing the one where like, what's that? There was like if you quit without saving, something would happen.
If you if you quit without saving, or if you reset, when you log back in, Mr. Rossetti, a little like fucking mole pops up and gives you a big long speech about not resetting your game.
Oh,
So of course it kind of like ruined the spirit of Animal Crossing, where like it was supposed to be a like perpetual world, right? But if you like didn't save, then you're basically going back in time and you like undid stuff. They don't like that, so they put a little like mini punishment in. And I'm pretty sure that the more that you reset your game, the longer he would bitch at you the next time that you turned it on.
Oh yeah,
you would be like you'd be waiting there 5 minutes and the dude's still going about don't reset your game. And you're like, oh my god, fine, I get it. I'll stop doing it. Like, just let me play the game, dude. Holy
damn,
got to pull the weeds and everything.
Yeah, but one of the big things for me personally about the GameCube was it was when I played my first Tales of series game, and it was Tales of Symphonia. And that game blew my goddamn mind. One, it was the first game I played with 2 discs, which was already a big deal to me. I know some people have already played like Final Fantasy VII had 2 discs, I believe.
4.
4 discs?
4 discs.
No, 3.
Or 3.
Discs?
My bad. 3. Yeah. I was thinking different.
3
Yeah,
discs.
3.
7 had 3.
That's wild, dude. Well, I never played any of those. I played Tales of Symphonia. It had 2 discs. It was a huge JRPG. I spent like months playing that game because it was so goddamn long, and I was young and bad at games. And it was just magical, man. I love the GameCube.
It hit different.
It hit different, honestly. Kazo, I have to know, what did you think of the tiny discs? Because they didn't use the regular CD-ROM, they used like little miniature ones.
When it first opened, opened into itself, you were thinking like, yo, you look at the people be like, yo, is this real? Is it real?
Yeah, is this it? It's all toy? This is like
compared to all the CD-ROMs you've been playing with and everything else.
This is it?
Mini everything, shit.
I was gonna break it.
Oh,
every time I was taking it out, I was like, dude, I'm gonna break this fucking donut of a disc.
I feel like they probably just like gypped us up and be like, yo, by the way, if you want to get the full CD, buy the
if you want the rest of the disc, you gotta buy the GameCube extra big version. Put the rest of the disc in there.
A big GameCube.
GameCube XL.
The big cube.
But all in fairness, though, big shout out to GameCube turning 20, though. My goodness,
yes.
Everyone else who haven't had the chance to experience this, who grew up to this, yo, this is a nostalgia at its finest. And I mean, without the GameCube, it wouldn't have had at least the audacity to even comprehend to be on the lines of standing next to PS2 and even Xbox at the time. Sega Dreamcast was nowhere there. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
But
Dreamcast is dead by now.
at that point, right? But everyone was still on the ride with GameCube and all the other mainstream like consoles. So being a part of that console war was just a part of like the experience, though. So, but
It's a part of life. You know, you go to school, you were friends with all the GameCube gamers. You know, if somebody was an Xbox gamer, you're like, we can't be friends anymore.
I know.
That's it. I'm subscribed to Nintendo Power. I can't be friends with you, dude. If you're banned from Microsoft, get out of here.
Oh my goodness. But all in fairness, though, back at the time when for having GameCube, or at least to everyone else having GameCube, like Thicc Churro, I never had a GameCube either.
Okay.
I'll be straight.
See?
Yes.
I guess so.
Right, because like I mean, my mom was like, "Yo, we only have PS2, and that's all there is to it," because it was on sale at Costco.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of families back then, you know, you bought one console and that was your console, right?
That was my console for that.
Unless you were like, you know, some sort of rich like big shot, you had one console. Your parents were like, "Okay, you can have one of these three, and you're getting it for like your birthday or for like Christmas or something." And like,
Yeah.
you make your choice and that's it, because you're not getting the other one.
I picked the PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1. Yeah.
The PlayStation 1, not even the 2.
Yeah.
It wasn't out yet.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. But like, I mean, if we had more fondest memories, if we had a segment of fondest memories of PS2, yo, that's basically a 40-minute rant from me. But GameCube ones, not so much. But however, I do have some memories that I want to share about that, though, in terms of that.
Hell yeah.
So back in Calgary Stampede, where they had their kiosks out there for the video games out there, one of the prominent ones was Soul Calibur 2, featuring Link. And imagine every kid playing the goddamn kiosk. Everybody there only knew Link, so it's all Link mirrors, and all the kids was all, you know, everyone's like rage quitting. Their moms are like, "Come on, we gotta go home now. You gotta go home now." And the kid's like, "No, I gotta finish arcade. I gotta take out this kid next to me."
Link,
you know, that was what I was like looking like. Oh man, it's like I would never be that kid.
That ain't me.
That ain't me. That ain't me. And then the other one too. Aside from all things like with fighting games, because I mean, with the PS2, there's a surplus amount of fighting games, and unfortunately, before getting to know about Melee, I knew another one aside from Soul Calibur, which was CVS2 EO, and EO is kind of like Capcom. Is basically the Capcom vs SNK2 of like the PS2. The only difference that with the nub stick, they kind of like macro itself with doing moves, so you just flick the stick. And then it just does the move itself. So you don't have to actually do work to do your fireballs or your supers. You just flick the stick. You know, flick
the stick.
Flick the stick. And you're a pro player, I guess, at that point. But, yeah, man. I was late in the game from knowing about the GameCube ones. Up until Switch, when I figured out that you can actually play the GameCube games on the Wii at the time. On the Wii. So that was a big plus.
We're able to download off the eShop now, so you can relive some of the past GameCube glory.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's it for me. It's a short little hot take for me.
Finally, Ray, did you have a GameCube?
Yeah, it was actually my. Let's see. Yeah, it would be my second console I ever owned.
Oh,
nice. All right.
nice.
Damn.
So at least a majority of us have actually owned a GameCube.
Yeah. In terms of well, with Kazuton about PS2 games, I'm like, he's got 40 minutes. I have like 8 hours.
Yeah. I know that one.
But no, for the GameCube, it was when it came out. I was actually one of the first people to actually line up to like grab it and stuff, like at the EB games, because it was, for me, I was like such a Nintendo head, because like most of my systems were mostly Nintendo at the time, and for me, my two favorite games is Bloody Roar Primal Fury.
Nice.
Okay.
That was one of when I saw like Bloody Roar 2 for PS1, I was like, and I saw it was come to GameCube. I'm like, yes, it's finally coming to my system, and I was like so proud of it too. Until people are like, yeah, nobody's playing this game.
Oh god, no.
Never even heard of it. Dude. This is my
Oh,
first year
man.
Primal Roar.
Yeah, but yeah, that was one of my favorite games. The second one is the Ultimate Muscle.
Ultimate Muscle.
Yo,
names.
Ultimate Plus.
I
Yeah,
gotta Google this one too. Oh, Ultimate Muscle! I watched this show. This was like a game based off an anime. I watched Ultimate Muscle.
Yeah, Ultimate Muscle Legends versus New Generation for the GameCube. You can like create your own like wrestler and stuff, and you can have like super sick moves and everything, and like it's
Wait.
got like
Wow, this show was fucking weird, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that guy does not look okay. That's, you see that dude in real like?
Hey,
in
I
modern
watched
days,
this
it's like,
show.
yo, that guy has cancer, and the short one has a different type of cancer.
It's like a weird wrestling show.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was a
anime.
very weird wrestling show. Yeah, so in terms of there's a whole lot of like great games for the GameCube, and like but this like these two games was like one I was super proud of because like I said, it was coming to my system and I was gonna play the crap out of it. For Ultimate Muscle, I was like, oh, like I love wrestling and I love like seeing like special moves and stuff. I'm like, I can go and like I can be myself and then crush somebody, or I can be actually my favorite characters. I made a custom character that looked like Mega Man that could like wrestle. It was pretty sick.
Oh shit.
And
Okay, Derek.
No, I'm not okay. Oh my god, just looking at this fucking show, dude.
it is a mess up and funny and hilarious show.
Oh
Man.
my god, it's a fucking mess, dude.
It is. And my favorite was that so with actually while Derek is like going on
Derek's
like going
dying,
crazy.
dude. Derek's dying.
Oh yeah.
Drink some water, bro. Drink some water.
Go hydrate real quick.
So with Ultimate Muscle, I actually went and rented. I rented it at Blockbuster, and for all of you guys that don't know,
Blockbuster. Yo.
you can rent video games and movies. Okay.
Oh shit. Blockbuster
So
head.
I rented the crap out of that game for the GameCube, and I'm pretty sure people were like, "Who the heck borrows this game? Like rents this game for like the longest time? You could have probably just bought it."
Yeah, man.
You know, but by the time that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go and purchase it, like it disappeared for like forever. And my most favorite memory was actually when my boy Kazo here like found it for me for my birthday like a few years ago, and I'm like, I still have this game and I still play the crap out of it once in a while. So
Oh, so good. I remember like I was at I was in Emerge, working at Emerge, and then I was on the hospital internet kiosk there, and then I was like, literally, there was patients around waiting for me to, transport around, and I was like, yo, hold on, I gotta go and try to win this the auction for the GameCube game for my boy. It's like, yo, you gotta wait. But unfortunately, I lost it, but I found it at Video Game Trader, so rest is history.
heck yeah. But Derek's just posting up some inappropriate pictures.
What do you mean that for me? These are characters of the show. This fucking show. Oh my
But
god,
yeah,
yes. I'm sorry. We're just like I just it's because I remember this show, dude. I watched this on like fucking Toonami or some shit. Oh my
Like you gotta wonder what the fuck was going on in the creative department, right? Like,
Oh,
These
shit.
characters are just
But
so
man.
funny, dude. Oh my
Who-
god.
like the fucking toilet hand. The
I'm telling you, if you're watching this on YouTube or if you're watching this on Twitch, wherever you're watching this, you gotta Google this Ultimate Muscle anime. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Specifically fucking Puri, man. What the hell?
Can we talk about the design? There's a little man with the urinal in his fucking shit.
Derek, are you okay?
Yeah, we're fine. It's fine.
How you done, man?
Wow, this is a can of worms I was not prepared to be looking at today.
Woman Who says this is great for children, dude? This is gonna sound like.
I'm telling you, I watched this as a child, and I loved this show. It was so fucking good. Actually, it was probably bad, but when I was a kid, I thought it was good. Even the maker was looked like a fucking idiot. Like,
wait, okay, we gotta ask everybody here a question.
Yeah.
Does Urinal Man drink water from its mouth? Or
Oh my! You just like what? Throw some water in the urinal?
yeah, like I don't know where does it go. How does it work?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, well, speaking of the GameCube, the Nintendo Direct was today. We're just gonna move on to the fucking key, man. Urinal dude washing his own hands. All right, I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm out. The Nintendo Direct showcase was today. Honestly, not a whole lot going on. Nothing too crazy. I'll talk about what I'm sure everyone wants me to talk about, which is fucking Metroid. I won't go over the entire Direct. I'll let my fabulous co-hosts cover the spots that I missed. But Metroid Dread, we got another trailer. It's coming out real soon. When's the release date? Maybe go right now. But I'm super hyped for this game. It is a sequel, actually, to Metroid Fusion. We're gonna play that game on the Game Boy Advance. The game is fucking sick.
Right.
But because Metroid does actually have a plot. It's not the greatest plot, but it does have a plot. It's a real plot. Metroid Prime happens before the first Metroid. I'm not really sure how they intend to slot all that in. But the long story short is, in Metroid 1, you're fighting the space pirates. They're trying to weaponize this creature called the Metroid. It's a parasite that is very hard to kill, and it sucks the life force out of shit. So Metroid 1, you stop the space pirates, and you stop them from weaponizing Metroids. And then in Metroid 2, or the remake on the DS, Metroid Samus Returns.
Right.
Literally, the plot is to go and genocide all the Metroids because they're deemed too dangerous to be alive. So you go to the planet where they're growing the natural habitat, and you go and fucking kill them all. You really just genocide the entire Metroid race. They're a bunch of parasitic,
Straight to the point,
weird things. But at the end, you find a baby Metroid imprints on you, if you ever see Twilight and you had a Jacob imprint on fucking Bella's kid, same shit, but the Metroid thinks that Samus is its mom, so you adopt it and you piece out with this one Metroid. And then in Metroid, in Super Metroid, the space pirates steal the Metroid and then you go get it back. That's the plot of that game. Whatever. Moving on. And then I believe after that comes Metroid Fusion. I'm sure there's some fucking Metroid Hunters shit in the middle, but whatever. Metroid Fusion happens where you find out that there's some wacky shit going on the planet that you killed all the Metroids on. So you go back and you get attacked by this Parasite X, which is a parasite that infects things and makes them all super powered and gross and shit. I don't know. But the Metroids were their only natural predator. So you've killed all the Metroids. This X parasite goes rampant, infects you, tries to kill you. Then you go on some space, and then you got some space station, some space station shit. I don't know. And you end up.
He just loves Metroid. Look at him go.
And then you basically commit genocide again, but against the X parasites this time. And then you fuck off. So this game takes up after that.
Have you ever considered that you're the bad guy?
Yeah. Right.
I mean, maybe.
You're basically Hitler who got away.
I mean, okay, to be fair, it's Samus Aran, Bounty Hunter.
More like Samus Aran.
Look, it's not like you're painted as the hero. You're a bounty hunter. You just get paid, you do the job.
Yeah, you got Aryan blood in you too, right?
Yeah, Churro.
Yeah, from the vibe I'm getting, right? If we follow this story suit, the new Metroid, the story is going to be the X parasites were the natural predators of an even bigger threat.
Maybe. One of the big things, though, is that in this new trailer, they did mention the X-Parasites. So there's still something going on with the X-Parasites. We don't know what.
Clearly, you didn't do your fucking job good enough.
Apparently, Sam's fucked up, dude. Apparently, Sam's fucked up. But at this point, she has like Metroid DNA in her. She's been eating X-Parasites through the fucking.
Wait, she eats them?
She does, because in the opening of Metroid Fusion, you get attacked. You go to investigate what the fuck's going on.
Right.
The X-Parasites attack you, nearly kill you.
Okay.
The scientists of the galaxy save your life by injecting you with Metroid DNA, so that you can eat the parasites. You can like absorb them.
Oh.
Because the Metroid DNA is now in your blood or whatever. So you're like half person, half Metroid. And for the duration of Metroid Fusion, you're fucking gobbling down X-Parasites like it's nothing. You're just like munched on that shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got Mirage Leonardo asking you, to everyone else.
Do you think Nintendo should remake Metroid Zero Mission, Fusion, and Super Metroid with the same engine they made Metroid Samus Returns remake on 3DS or the Metroid Dread engine? Honestly, I think it's not necessary, but it would be welcome. Metroid Samus Returns did some really fun stuff with the game mechanics that we hadn't seen in previous Metroid games. One of them was the implementation of a parry system, so you could sometimes parry attacks, which would then leave your opponent open to being shot at. So it was a less mindless running gunning and a little bit more like procedural, thinking about what to do. Timing your parry. Because if you miss the parry, you're like just getting smacked, right? But if you get the parry, like they get stunned, tons of damage, huge, big reward. We saw in the Metroid Dread trailer that the parry system is coming back. Also, there seems to be more movement mechanics. So there's a lot of sliding going on, a lot of slide tackle-esque moves going on there, where you can slide underneath enemies, which is pretty sick. So I don't know if they should remake Metroid Zero Mission, Fusion, and Super Metroid with the same engine. It wouldn't be bad. Those are all very good games. And if people hadn't played them before, having a bit of an update, graphics-wise, mechanics-wise, I think would be fun. Help bring people into the Metroid franchise maybe a little bit more.
Nice.
But I'm just hyped for Metroid Dread, because one of the things that Metroid Fusion did was it added some survivor or some survival horror elements to it, because the entire duration of the game takes part on a space station that has been taken over by the X-Parasite. And after arriving, you find out that the pieces of your old like power armor, suit armor, mech armor, right, that were infected with the X-Parasite were brought back to this space station to be research, tested on and stuff. But the X-Parasite ended up using your DNA and making a basically X-Parasite copy of Samus. And the entire game, this thing is hunting you down. It's trying to kill you. And you can't do fuck all to it. It kicks your ass if you even try to fight it. So you're constantly running away. You're jumping and hiding in places. Oh man, it's so stressful. Whenever it starts hunting you, all the music just stops too. Music just cuts.
Oh.
And silence. And you hear it stomping towards you. You're you start freaking out. And it looks like Metroid Dread is going to maybe revisit some of that same kind of flavor. They have these weird mech robots that are chasing after you. They have these 4 legs. They go reverse and they walk on the ceilings and shit.
Is that where Dark Samus comes from? Is that where Dark Samus comes from?
No, Dark Samus is from the Metroid Prime series.
Oh, okay.
Ironically, similar kind of flavor to that game, where Dark Samus was made by the first Metroid plus Samus's DNA getting encrypted by Phazon, which is a made-up radioactive substance, and it created a Dark Samus. Whatever, who cares? It's a lot to get into. I'm not going to go through the entire ins and outs of the Metroid universe. So.
Right.
But what is nice is that because a lot of the games are just go and do the thing, like kill, fight the space pirates. That's the plot, right? Kill all the Metroids. That's the plot, get rid of the X parasites, commit some sort of genocide. That's the plot. It also means that Metroid Dread is also probably not going to have too much of a crazy plot in it. If it does, I'll like it. But generally, Metroid games are pretty easy to just like pick up, from anywhere. You don't have to worry about being like, oh, I have to play the past like 6 Metroid. I don't know what's going on. Fuck that. You don't need to know. Just know that you got a badass arm cannon. We saw some sick arm cannon shit in this trailer. I know what's going on. I'm hyped. I'm playing it. Metroid Dread, baby. Woo!
Is that a day one buy for you, or?
I haven't really been a day one buyer for a while now, actually, for many games.
Okay.
So I mean, like.
It's Metroid, right? So I'm just wondering.
Yeah, because like the Nier Automata is one of my like all-time favorite games. It's a bit of a tangent. And they recently did a remake of the original Nier, right? Came out like a couple months ago.
Right.
And before that, I was like, damn, I loved Nier Automata, so I gotta play this one right when it comes out. Still don't have it. I mean, I'll get it eventually.
On a sale, whatever.
Yeah, when I feel like it, I guess I'll go buy it. So, I mean, will this be a day one? Probably not, but I'll definitely play it eventually.
Nice.
Kazo, what was one of your highlights from this Nintendo Direct?
There has been some good ones. There has been some pretty bad ones as well too. But let's put up the bad ones first off.
The bad bits.
The bad bits. I was actually half expecting we would have a little bit more, or at least some sort of instances that Smash would leak their final character at some point. But instead, they were like, "Here's a leak to another leak to this event coming up."
You got the classic announcement of an announcement.
So that hit.
Love doing that.
That kind of hits a little bit though. Overall, and then the next one, Chocobo GP, which is basically a Mario-esque, Mario Kart-esque game filled with Final Fantasy nuances. So, I mean, what? The fuck?
Okay, what do you got against Chocobos, my
No,
dude?
but I'm just like
Chocobo kart.
I'm just surprised because like it's always been like
fantasy kart.
Yeah, I just never expected that. But that's the thing. Like, to all the Final Fantasy fans out there, if they, especially if they like Chocobo, kudos on to them though. Or in this case, Kupo onto them. But otherwise, for me, no, not so much though. That's not one of the things where I'm like, yo, this is the Mario Kart killer, or this is the Crash Team Racing killer. Nah, it's only been the tried and true king, which is Mario Kart 8 on Switch. And that being said, bam. But pros. N64 and Sega Genesis will be coming in, and that was hype as hell. But here's the thing, though, it's coming out as an expansion pack, so they never really said anything whether it's going to be, if you're going to be paying extra or if it's already part of it. But either or, that's a welcome addition. That kind of defeats, I guess, at this point, since they're pretty much expanding on bringing the new games in and having them play online, especially with other people. Star Fox Online, that's amazing too. So it's kind of like hence beats out like all the other people all the rumors saying that there's gonna be an N64 Mini. Now the fact that like Nintendo Switch put in like the plug and be like, you know what, we're gonna establish that and make sure that everybody has a chance to experience that. So that was a keynote right there for me. The Knights of the Old Republic for all the Star Wars fans out there, good ones.
Yep.
Right. ActRaiser was a big thing. I played the first one on Super NES. I remember as a kid, I don't even know what the fuck was I doing, because I didn't know if it was a Castlevania game or it's a SimCity game. Turns out it's both, and I was still even more morally confused, which I never played. Like, which I never finished the game though. But the fact that they still retained like the core elements, the music, everything else in general, it was like, damn. It's like nostalgia hits right there. It was crazy though. That was a plus. And last but not least, for me, it was like Bayonetta 3, which finally came out. And I want to talk to you guys though, because like Bayonetta had like three different sort of like looks. So right?
Yeah.
One was long hair dude and everything else though, with the top knot with the glasses. Then now it's like the short hair, like this one. Now it's all braided, and they gave her a skirt, not like the whole suit that everyone that she's known for. So it was kind of a different change that like I was not expecting though. But she still retained the sassiness. That's the key. But dang, that was one of the keynotes there. But I mean, aside from all the Splatoon fanatics out there and Mario movie out there, starring Chris Pratt. So otherwise, it's an interesting showcase to experience. Though, had I wished there was going to add more towards, let's say, showcasing smaller smaller named games, such as the one that's coming out in a bit, such as Fatal Frame or Advance War. Have another trailer on top of that, I would have been like a little more hype. But this it's a welcoming one, which kind of weird because looking back at it, Nintendo Direct was more known to promote their Direct in the beginning of September, but it was like basically almost super late towards the end of the month. So I thought they already forgot about its fans already at that point. So I'm like, dang, they just showed up last second, like of all things. So it was nice.
Yeah, I mean, Bayonetta 3, because I watched the Direct earlier today after the fact with Bad Res here, so he's already kind of heard my thoughts on the Direct overall.
Right.
But yeah, I did call it as Bayonetta when they first opened. I was like, there's a billboard in the back that says Platinum, so it must be Platinum Games. What do they make? Bayonetta, baby!
Who
and
else?
Sure enough,
You know what? Just a little caveat to that. I kind of convinced him it wasn't Bayonetta for a bit.
I mean, you kept trying to swerve me the other direction. I was like, what, Metal Gear? Like, I don't know, it's all army-ish. Some fucking alien shit comes out. I'm like, there's no aliens in Metal Gear. It's gotta be Bayonetta. But yeah, I mean, I am digging, the current Bayonetta look. I actually haven't played any of the Bayonetta games. I've heard they're good.
Okay.
And I probably should play them at some point. But I mean, yeah, they went with the long hair with the top bun, and then they went for the short hair, sexy librarian look. And now they got this long hair with the braids.
I was a little iffy on that because I wish they would kind of revert back. But I mean, the braids, it's all right.
Look, I like the braids.
Not something I would go for, but
I don't know what Platinum's doing over there, but they just keep doing it. They got Bayonetta is such a weird franchise to be what I would consider a Nintendo flagship title, right? I think it's exclusive to Nintendo game or to Nintendo consoles,
right,
which is kind of traditionally paired with family friendly games, right? You got Mario, and you got Donkey Kong, and you got Kirby, and then you got fucking Bayonetta.
Yeah, you don't think Bayonetta is family friendly?
No.
The core values is there, man.
Sexy. She wears a skin suit made out of her own hair. The more power she uses, the more naked she gets.
Isn't she more?
That's just canon.
That still covers all her skin. I'm just saying.
I mean, there's some bits where there's not a lot of suit left, and she's in her powers and shit.
Eyes up here, Derek. Eyes
I'm just
up
saying,
here.
dude. Bayonetta is not for good boys and girls. Don't let fucking Sakurai see that shit. He'll take her out of the game.
Cover his eyes.
Into Smash, my dude.
I have no idea how she got into Smash.
She made it into Smash, therefore she is a friendly fair.
I guess
family.
so. Yeah, she's a family friendly.
Yeah, dude.
Even though she's fighting what angels and demons and shit, there's a lot of Catholic religious symbols in the game, right? That's what a lot of the game revolves around.
Right.
It's fucking biblically correct angels where they have they're a big flaming wheel with eyeballs everywhere. That's some Bayonetta shit.
Pretty wild though.
But I'm surprised that you were able to skim so quickly over the goddamn Super Mario movie with a star-studded cast of characters.
To be honest though, in terms of the cast that they mentioned though, because looking back, okay, Chris Pratt as Mario, we got Seth Rogen, and then we got Ann Taylor, and then I was thinking even with the Mario cast, Mario and Luigi, I thought it was just gonna be all Charles Martinet. That's it.
Just the guy.
just because like, he does all Mario. So it's like having
He
Chris
does.
Pratt. I'm like, what is Star-Lord playing Mario? What the heck?
It's funny because as they were like revealing who was playing who, Bad Race here was like, okay, like guess who's gonna be this? Guess who's like who they're gonna be like Corvus next.
Mhm.
And I didn't get any of them right, unfortunately, but I did.
You did guess Chris Hemsworth. You got the right word.
You got the
Yeah,
Chris.
I was like, he was like, who's Mario? I'm like, I don't know, Chris Hemsworth, dude. He's like, wow, you were actually so close.
I
Dude,
thought
could
he
you
was going for
imagine
Chris's.
though?
I don't know. I also guessed, who's the guy who plays The Witcher?
Seth Rogen.
The Witcher.
Cavill, Henry Cavill, Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. I was like, I don't know, maybe they put Henry Cavill in like a mustache because at this point, I also didn't know if it was gonna be animated or not. I was like, is this gonna be another live action Mario? Because I mean, I watched the first one; it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, and Jack Black as Bowser too. Don't forget.
Jack Black is Bowser. Fucking Cranky Kong is in it.
What? Okay, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Fred Armisen is Cranky Kong. I was more surprised, just like, wait, why is Cranky Kong in the fucking movie? You know, like Mario, Peach, Luigi, Luigi Bowser. I get those. Donkey Kong, okay, I can stretch that. You know, I don't think Donkey Kong is technically part of the like Mushroom Kingdom universe.
Well, I mean, if you started out, if you go way back when, it was literally Mario and Donkey Kong together, right?
I guess.
Right. So to add on top of that too.
But like Cranky Kong, that's like Donkey Kong Country. Like that's definitely not like the I mean, I don't know. You know, maybe I'm just showing how little I know about the Super Mario canon. I don't know where we are.
The lore, man.
You just gotta be a little less jaded and like accept Cranky Kong into the new Mario Kingdom.
I guess so. Also, who is Spike?
Oh yeah,
Sebastian
Spike.
Maniscalco, I don't even know how to pronounce that guy's name, is Spike. I also know who this fucking is.
Sounds like a
that-
Mario Party character.
He's like monocolored Mario.
Not sure.
I just, I'm gonna send an image to the four of you guys. This is apparently Spike. Does anyone know who this character is?
Has somebody lost their child?
I know who that character is. It's Spike.
Oh,
Well, hey, wait a second.
it looks like a cartoon version of Jorge.
Where's my
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm reading now. I'm
My nose not that
currently
big, is
being educated. So for those unaware, Foreman Spike, he is the foreman of the demolition site featured in the game Wrecking Crew. In the game, Mario and Luigi both work under Spike. However, he always attempts to hinder their job. Spike makes
No
first
wonder,
appearance.
no wonder he's always mad. The man's always destroying their sites.
Well, I mean, I guess, but definitely a weird one to feature in there. You know,
I mean, this looks out to be like there's just gonna be a very convoluted plot.
yeah. Ray, what do you think the plot is going to be?
I have no clue. To be honest, like when I saw like all of when I actually saw like the whole group and everything, I was like,
the entire
I
cast
guess
was.
I was like the one that I was actually surprised and a little bit happy about was Toad was getting played by Keegan Michael Key.
That's right. Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like, well, is he really gonna sound like Toad? And why would you have a character named Toad in like a live action?
I don't know. It's. I don't know if it's time for anyone to be Toad. You just gotta like scream really nasally, like. "Ah!"
Yeah.
You know?
He's in another castle.
Yeah,
I almost
so
spat out the water.
it's,
Jeez.
like I definitely would want to go and see like what the heck they're gonna do with this because like Mario has been around for such a long time and we've heard his voice and the rest of the cast too and like trying like we saw like as you said we saw the first Super Mario movie back in like the 80s and it bombed so hard and like they didn't really release much in regards to what this Super Mario movie is gonna like, how is it gonna look like and whatnot. And the point that I'm making is that we've all heard what they sound like.
Yeah.
So I know it's gonna be heavily criticized if it's going to be a like a cartoon, like a
Right.
like either 3D or digital. Will be like, oh, why don't they just use the actual voices? And then if they make it into a live action, it's like, wow, how much more can they mess this up? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
But see, what you guys don't know is I got a sneak peek
Oh.
at the script of this movie.
Okay,
This is
all
what's
right.
gonna happen, dude. This sets in like a post Super Mario Bros. Universe, right?
Okay.
Mario's already got the princess, whatever. Like he went and beat Bowser, right? And so now she gets kidnapped, and he gets a phone call, and he's like, I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you want.
I will find you.
For people like you.
I will find you.
And then from the other side, just hear good luck, and boom.
Done.
He goes and gets the crew. He gets Bowser. He gets.
Nah, dude. Other side of the phone, he just hears Seth Rogen's signature laugh. Hangs up. Hangs up. That Donkey Kong has stolen her this time. I can't wait to hear Seth Rogen's stupid laugh come out of Donkey Kong's stupid face.
Dude, okay, there's gotta be at least like a banana smoking, like somehow
He's gonna put some pot smoking shit.
there's gonna be some pot smoking shit in there. It's gonna be related to like bananas or something, like banana leaf.
Is it rather than Pineapple Express? It's banana. Oh my goodness.
The fucking Banana Express, dude.
Banana Express. Oh man.
they'll probably sell bananas as drugs. Yo, you want the yellow ones or the green ones?
Oh man.
Dude, whether they make there's like
Want the green bananas, huh? Those green ones, eh? Oh, okay. We'll get you really ripe.
Dude, I will bet a Steam game
Oh.
$40 or under
Wow, okay.
that there will be a pot smoking reference in that fucking movie.
Damn, dude.
Does anyone want to take that bet?
I still say there's gonna be one anyways, regardless.
Yeah.
No, I'm with them. I'm with the Thicc Churro for this. Whether or not like it's roll or not, it's gonna be there. Have some sort of something.
Yeah, dude.
Straight for
This gotta
Straight for the
this
fans.
gotta
Straight for the
be.
fans. You know, all that.
It only makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I also like Charlie Day. Charlie Day is Luigi. I'm like, sure. Jack Black is Bowser. I mean, I have no idea. This is like a wild...
Wait, you've never seen School of Rock, my dude?
I've seen School of Rock, dude.
No.
Dude,
Fucking Bowser's gonna teach his kids how to fucking start a rock
The
band.
Koopalings.
Yeah,
Dude,
the
more-
Koopalings, dude.
more than seeing like Seth Rogen's stupid voice come out of Donkey Kong, I want to see like Jack Black just fucking talking out of Bowser. Like that's gonna be hilarious.
Have they ever talked about like what the title of the movie is yet, or is it still just like unnamed
No.
Mario movie?
Dude,
So it's not
who
gonna be
knows?
like Super Mario World
it's
or
in
something.
theaters holiday 2022, so it's still like over a year away.
Okay.
But I think this marketing itself is actually kind of genius. Where they're just like, Super Mario movie, here's the voices for these characters. That's it. And then just list literally like 10 fabulous actors, and you're just like, wait, what?
No.
How? Why? Who? Where?
We're gonna get a dark, gritty Mario now.
I mean, maybe. I don't think so. One of
We
the
haven't
big
seen it yet.
One of the big things is that it's made by Illumination Studios.
Right.
Which, if you aren't aware, the only, in my opinion, good movie that they've made is Despicable Me.
Yeah.
They have, however, made like the Minions movies, the Despicable Me sequels, Sing, The Secret Life of Pets, the Grinch, the Lorax, which are all anywhere from fine to terrible.
Yeah.
Do you think that Nintendo will have a strong enough grip on this movie that Illumination won't ruin it?
Nah, dude, garbage. Done so.
Terrible.
It's but it might be so bad it's good.
So bad, it's good.
So bad it's good, huh?
It's just I really hope it's like one of those self-aware movies and just like go full out on the memes.
Okay.
Right?
Like
'cause-
I know people didn't think that the Lego movie was going to be any good, but it is actually a fine standalone movie. Like,
yeah.
sure, it's an ad for Lego, but like, it's also good.
Yeah, Lego
Right.
movie's a bop.
Yeah. So I mean, if they can pull that same kind of magic,
Yeah.
there's potential.
I don't know if Nintendo's made any movies in the past. Have they? Like
They have made a Mario Brothers once upon a
the
time.
live action was really terrible.
right, live action. Well, I mean like there's potential, right? Like maybe Nintendo can craft some magic too.
I mean, they licensed their characters to Wreck-It Ralph. Does that count? Bowser was in it.
I guess so. It doesn't really count though, they weren't really part of the production.
No.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, you can use Bowser, but you can't use Seth Rogen though.
But
Plans
if it's like Wreck-It Ralph, if it's as good as Wreck-It Ralph,
even like Wreck-It Ralph was a fine movie, even if it was based on like, brand recognition and whatnot.
right? But see, that was the movie. Like that's kind of what I'm hoping it's gonna be. Like Wreck-It Ralph, it didn't take itself like super seriously, right?
Yeah.
Like it had some like serious elements to it, like serious plot to it, but at the end of the day, everything was just a reference.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they can pull some magic off.
Yeah. Well, we'll reel it back in now to the direct here. Churro, did you watch it? Anything stand up for you?
Actually, one thing that you guys haven't talked about that I think is kind of cool, I might pick it up. It's Tony Hawk Skater Pro 1 and 2, both coming out for the Nintendo Switch, remastered. That added some features to it. Nothing too big, but that was one of my favorite games back in the day, so I might pick it up. I don't know. Well, it caught my eye more than anything.
Nice.
Honestly, I don't really follow the Nintendo IPs. Didn't really have the console up until now. So,
Right.
but yeah, it looks. I don't know. Somehow the skating game just kind of caught my eye more than anything.
When is that coming out?
Well, shit.
I don't know when it's coming out.
Okay.
Tony Hawk Skater. It's releasing. I think. Oh, I don't know actually.
Okay,
Yeah, but yeah,
definitely.
it's.
Tony Hawk.
I don't know. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see out there.
Definitely for the skateboarder fans out there. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, and finally, Bad Rice. What do you think of the direct here?
What did
Any,
I think about the
highlights?
direct? Well, let's see. Gotta say the Animal Crossing thing has me a little bit hype. I'm excited to see Brewster.
Mm.
The content's been stale for a
The
very,
brew.
very long time. Let me just say that.
Mhm.
On top of that, we had some pretty cool moments up here. I'm excited to hear when the next Smash character is. I'm just glad they in the middle, they're like, all right, all the Smash people have already started watching enough. We can tell them to leave now, right? Like, hey, 10, 5, come back then, guys. Come back
Yeah,
later.
that's it.
And everyone was like,
Rock
yeah,
gonna
sure,
beat you
we'll
till
fuck
the
off for now. It worked perfectly. And
I would be
so-
curious to see how the viewership dropped after that segment.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how badly did it curve down, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see too much. I think people were still down to watch.
Yeah.
And then of course, I'm not super into a lot of Nintendo games as well myself. Excited to see Bayonetta and Metroid pop off, but generally not games I would rush to pick up. The N64 stuff was really fucking cool.
Right.
Like, Ocarina of Time. I know people who have been waiting. My buddy Josh has just been like talking nonstop about like Ocarina of Time on the Switch someday. And
now it's happening.
Yeah, now it's happening.
And you can buy a wireless N64 controller too.
And a Genesis controller.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool,
to really emulate that old school feel.
Speaking of Legend of Zelda, didn't they announce like the sequel to Breath of the Wild
No,
or something?
it's been
that's old
announced.
news.
It's way old.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
they didn't even show us anything. They just showed us Hyrule Warriors or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What else?
Oh yeah, there's a fucking God.
What?
You okay?
Hyrule Warriors, dude, man, I hate Hyrule Warriors.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Why do you hate
I got-
Hyrule Warriors
I got
so
some.
much?
I just keep getting debated by Hyrule Warriors.
Wait, how
Yeah.
come?
They show some Zelda shit. I'm like, oh, dude, this is gonna be Breath of the Wild 2 stuff. Because it's all the Breath of the Wild characters,
And then
Right.
he sees the
Oh,
one character,
no.
he's like, "Fuck this."
And I'm like, oh wait, this is just Hyrule Warriors. And yeah, it's cuts to the fucking Dynasty Warriors gameplay. And I'm like, oh, how's it gonna be Breath of the Wild 2? And now you're showing me more fucking Hyrule Warriors DLC. Like, how many more times are they gonna jerk my chain with Hyrule Warriors?
I
Like,
mean,
like if it at least looked different, then I'd be able to like tell right away,
yeah.
But when they're showing cutscenes and shit from like the game, I don't know if that's like a flashback of Breath of the Wild 2. I don't know what's going on. And then it's like, oh, Battle Warriors, you can play as the scientist girl and her fucking sidekick. I was like,
I mean, isn't that like the Nintendo special though? Like, kind of getting debated in their announcements.
Yeah, we already did it for. They already did it for Smash already. They were like, "All right, we're about to like, announce something."
How
Next.
long was that Smash like, man? Only to be like, just kidding. We're not actually announcing anything new,
That's fair.
right? I just feel like Nintendo does that quite a bit.
Yeah. And then lastly, Mario Party. Mario Party, looking like they're returning to the prize-winning formula that they had before. If you ever played it on Wii U or was it Wii U? That was just complete garbage.
Yeah,
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
that's the
Terrible.
one
Or
with
Switch
the.
Parts.
No, it was this Wii U one
It
where
was-
everyone all
it was
together.
the Wii U.
Yeah, it was trash.
Switch one is fine.
Never put me in the same wagon as someone I want to kill for stars. It just doesn't make any sense, like economically.
Mhm.
What are you doing, Nintendo? Who's on the board? Who is like, you know what? People are fighting too much during Mario Party. Let's put them all in the same fucking wagon. Like, well,
Let's
what's your
take
fucking
all
problem?
of the most rage-inducing minigames and put them all in the same game. Honestly, I think it's kind of I think it's quite brilliant for them to finally do like Mario Party Greatest Hits, because I mean Mario Party the Golden Age, right, was N64 and the GameCube. I mean, we all had that one. I mean, for those of us that owned N64s, we all had that one controller where the control stick was just fucked up because you were playing Mario Party too much, and you were doing the thing where you hold the controller and then you have like the palm of your hand, and you like spin it.
Yeah. Turn that butter. Turn the butter.
And it just tears the shit out of your controller and just like fucks it up irreparably. But I mean, like, sacrifice half you made for that 10 coins,
How do you achieve without it, right?
Yeah, how you supposed to beat someone who's doing that? You have to do it to beat them. So I mean, now you can relive all of those like moments and memories, and they can take all of the, because I mean, every Mario Party had like a good 10 or so mini games that people liked, and then there were some they were like usually trash. I was like, oh, fuck, it's this one again. Like, I hate this one.
Yo, do you ever guys ever play that basketball game that they had?
Oh, the like 2v2.
Yeah,
See, that was like a golden mini game. That was like a game
that
in
shit
itself.
is fire, dude.
Yeah, it was sick. But now for them to like kind of like hand select all of the best mini games and like the best maps from all the previous Mario parties, is just like a super smart move. They don't have to like reinvent any wheels either. They don't have to like make any new mini games.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? They just take all the shit that worked, put it all in one game, and make you buy it again. And you know what? I'm gonna buy it again.
There it is.
buying it again. Like it's also one of those games, right, where we all have those friends who like aren't really into playing games, right? So you can't really just like boot up Smash and play against them because they're just gonna like whoop their ass, right? But Mario Party, no one's good at Mario Party. That's just a farce. Everyone is like bad to passable at Mario Party.
Yeah.
And so it's just like an even playing field for like everyone to play. It doesn't matter how good you are, how bad you are, if you've never played a game before. And the controls are like press A or alternate pressing A and B as fast as you can. Like anybody can do that.
Well, okay, let's not say anybody.
Not
I've seen
anybody.
people who like you showed them the two buttons to press, and they would press like one, and then they hit like the trigger button. It's like, dude,
All right, well, I mean,
it's only A and B. Like, no,
some people can't
it's
do
too
it.
hard.
But I'm just saying that the test to entry for Mario Party, very low bar. It's just a great game that like even people who don't play games can enjoy Mario Party. And it's one of the reasons that I'm going to pick it up. It's basically a board game that you can just pull out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to like explain the rules because the rules are just like in the game.
As you play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just tells you what to do. Even if you want to skip it, you can't. Every time you boot it up, it's going to be like, hey, you got to collect 20 coins to buy a star. It's like, bro, I fucking know.
Maybe this time it'll be skippable.
Maybe. Turbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they'll have ranked competitive Mario Party, huh? Ranked
Yeah,
lag.
there's gonna be rank queues.
Yeah.
A lot of rage quits.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be so sweet, dude. You steal a star from someone, you see them disconnect, you're like, it's all over.
Welcome to my
Give it
world.
up, Anakin. Oh man. But I think that basically covers the direct here. Nice the old Republic coming to Switch. If you're into that game, cool. This is a fucking Chocobo racing game. Talked about that already. I'm the card game guy. People were talking about the like weird waifu JRPG card game.
Oh, I saw that. It doesn't look that fun. It looks very weird. Like you said, it looks odd.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm reading now though that it is made by Yoko Taro, which made Nier.
Mm.
So now you've got me interested.
Yeah, but at the same
that
time,
guy's a
you're looking
fucking
at it, right?
weirdo.
At the same time, what?
Like the problem with the game I'm looking as I'm like watching when I watch that trailer
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
it looks like it took everything that people didn't like about Gwent and they're like, let's just put that up on display. And
Put on the screen.
and yeah, like it looks like it's just a huge whiff, like you're looking at it compared to like
I mean, but Japan does have a shitload of card games, so
Yeah.
to just have another one made into a game, like I don't know, we'll see.
There's a demo out apparently, so we'll just try the demo.
Maybe it's a hidden gem. Maybe it's a really fucking good card
Maybe
game.
it's the new Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, okay.
Feels like, whoa, there.
Alrighty.
Okay. Let's just pump your brakes there. That game's a national treasure game.
Hey, it's time tested.
It is good. It is good.
It's a good game.
And then there's a looks to be a 3D free roaming Kirby game. We got Kirby Breath of the Wild coming out. I don't know to think about it. I've kind of fallen out of favor of Kirby games. I haven't played one in a long time.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute since I played a Kirby game. I played like the one on like the Super Nintendo and like Kirby Air Rider. That was that Air Ride. That was a sick one. And like
Was
Kirby,
it
the Golden or the Crystal Shards was fun.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a Kirby game in the Game Boy Color, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I specifically remember, and like a
It
friend,
was just like Kirby and Dreamland or something.
yeah. So a friend in the elementary school, I think I was like grade 3 or something, grade 4. We were all pretty young. He brought his Game Boy Color, and at recess usually we go out, we play soccer, whatever. But at recess, he pulled it out, and we were like, "Holy shit!" Like we were so bewildered by this fucking game.
Right?
in case you haven't followed up, my childhood involves of being very mesmerized about video games that are very old. But yeah, like he pulled it out, and like we all just fucking stared and watched. So I've never played a Kirby game, but you know, I remember being fucking mesmerized by that.
So wait, your friend showed it to you, and he didn't let you play the game itself?
Well, like, how could he? We were like, he was sitting down on a desk, and there was like 20 of us, 20 of us surrounding him, trying to fucking watch him play.
Oh,
Like we were like mind fucking blown. We were like, it's in color. That's insane.
A color video game.
Yeah. It's like it's in color, and it's not enough one of those fucking big ass arcade machines. Like we were.
revolutionary, they would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks pretty neat. Unfortunately, we didn't see any like powers. I don't think any of Kirby's powers. I mean, it's kind of like the shtick of the Kirby games. Like you eat your enemies, get their powers, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we saw too many of them. I guess I'll keep an eye on it. Comes out next year at some point in the spring. It looks like.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But that is the direct, I believe. Not a whole lot going on. I'm gonna show up Monster Hunter. I'm sure some people do. They open with Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak Expand. Dude, I'm over Monster Hunter. I'm gonna show up Monster Hunter anymore. That's it.
You don't like Monster Hunter anymore?
Yeah, I go on Monster Hunter, dude. I played Monster Hunter. What was the one that was like on the PS4?
World.
Monster Hunter World?
World? Yeah, Monster Hunter World, I think. Yeah.
Like where you create your avatar and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played that for like a few hours because I borrowed it for the Steam library.
Yeah,
and I
played this one. It was a fine game, but I mean, I don't know. It requires a very specific person to enjoy it. I don't know. It's a lot of doing the same shit. You know, you're just like you go and hunt. You know, you pick your weapon of choice and you go and fight the monster. And
I mean, you play. Just like what the title says, you're basically who you are.
yeah, I mean, it is very literal. You hunt monsters, and I'm just I guess.
Yeah.
For me, Monster Hunter has always been it's become that genre ever since World came out. It's for normie gamers, and when I say that, yeah, because here's the thing,
You
right?
think so?
They don't ever like normie gaming is becoming a bigger and bigger thing. It's
Normie game.
normies, all these dead normies read. Basically, like games are getting like simplified to a degree, right? Like the really simple games are the ones that like people of every like kind of like stereotype can come play. Like you don't have to know anything about it. It's like looking at Mario Party. It's a game that normies can just get into, and Monster Hunter World is the one of those games because the mechanic. It's not hard.
Yeah,
the mechanics are pretty simple, and like it's all about the grind, and people get into it because then they can just play it over and over and over, and they don't have to worry about getting better or anything. It just lets them be brainless and have a good time with the game.
Right.
I do agree that the game is pretty brainless. Like you kill monsters, you upgrade your gear so you can kill bigger monsters, to upgrade your gear to kill bigger monsters. Like it's just it's rinse and repeat, right? Like and it's not like, from what I played anyways, like it's not like they had any like, oh, this monster takes more damage if you use this weapon or this element, yada yada yada.
Yeah,
it's just use whatever the fuck you want, kill it.
Yeah, to me it feels a lot like action RPGs, like Path of Exile, Diablo 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Right.
But instead of in those games, right, you're killing like hundreds of dudes like super fast. Right? You're going through screen, you're like fucking spinning your blast, and they're like dying by like droves.
Yeah, but even in Path of Exile, like things take damage based on element too.
Yeah. But yeah, you spend like 10 minutes fighting like 1,000 guys, and in Monster Hunter you spend 10 minutes fighting one dude. That's kind of like the difference to me, is that like instead of fighting a bunch of small dudes, you just fight one big dude for a long time and then you finally kill it. I mean, I always find it kind of annoying where like when you're fighting in Monster Hunter, eventually it'll like run away. It's like, oh no, I'm losing, I'm like run away. You gotta like go fucking like chase after it. You're like, oh my god, I gotta like fucking run on this map for a while looking to find this monster again. Fight it for another 10 minutes. I'm just like I'm just over it.
Wow, you really are over it.
Yeah, dude, I'm so over Monster Hunter.
Would you
dude,
say it
and,
was too easy?
No. That's the thing. It's like it's
Yeah.
also kind of hard, but it feels hard, not like intentionally. It feels hard by
Artificial?
mistake. It's like, oh, like fucking all these flashy moves and shit
Yeah.
fly across the screen, and you can't even hardly control where you're going unless you're like been playing it for like a long time. Sometimes you're just like mashing your buttons, just like swiping your sword and doing this and that or whatever, and then the monster hits you, and I don't know. It's just like maybe it's just not my kind of game.
Yeah, I felt like it was more tedious than hard, really.
Maybe
Like it was just,
So
especially with the chasing the monster.
So it's more like a chore into itself, right?
Yeah,
it did feel kind of like a chore sometimes.
I definitely.
The whole thing is a chore.
Right,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, like if I want to get this weapon and this full armor set, I gotta fight this one monster like 10 times.
Yeah.
Sure, by the end you're really good at it, but each time it still takes like 10 minutes to fight this fucking thing. And you're doing your flippy shitty whatever.
It really felt like an MMO with just combat, and you couldn't play with anyone else either.
Yeah, I mean there's
right?
like some co-op, but yeah.
Yeah, but it just felt like MMOs are fun, like the combat is fun, but just combat and then it's very tedious in it itself. It was. I don't know. It wasn't enjoyable. We're over it. Fuck Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter, dude.
And
All in all, it's a grinding game for grinding.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
If you like grinding, you'll like this game. I don't like grinding.
Yeah, neither.
No, I like grinding, and I don't like this game.
Holy shit.
Dang.
Dude, Kevin can attest to this. I sat on my fucking computer for hours, just clicking on my bank, taking out my RuneScape, taking out my fucking smithing bars, going to the anvil and hitting it for like fucking hours at a time.
Wow.
It
Nice.
was more than a few hours, but yeah,
that
okay.
was still more fun than Monster Hunter World.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
To be fair, RuneScape is a different animal, you know?
It is, yeah.
If we're gonna be comparing RuneScape, it's like, take a look at this, like, beloved gem of nostalgia. Compare it to this new pile of shit. What do you prefer?
Some people might say they pile of shit.
Basically, it's like you spending like 3 hours on like smithing just so that you can smith some more for another 3 hours, and that's all the game is.
But you make money off of it, which you can go and then do other stuff later. Right?
Yeah,
Like that's
but what I'm saying, Monster Hunter is basically just smithing for 3 hours, just so that you can smith more for 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, you spend 3 hours to smith your better smithing hammer, and then use a better smithing hammer to smith for a better one.
And then you can't even go and do anything else because that's all the game is.
That's it.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah, no, I've always thought that when it comes to getting recommendations from like for like games from like friends, reviewers, like whatever it is, it doesn't really mean a lot when someone who likes the game or likes that kind of game says the game is good. Because of course they're gonna like it, right? It's like, this guy loves platformers. Of course they're gonna like, of course they're like gonna like a new Mario game, right?
Right.
And it's like, oh, like a new FIFA comes out, they only play platformers. Of course they're not gonna like the new FIFA, right? But when you have a game where somebody doesn't like it and it's in their wheelhouse, it's got to be bad. You know what I mean? So, when like Churro says, "Hey, I like grinding games and I like Monster Hunter," you're like, "Okay, that means something,"
Yeah, dude. Like I love repetitive games. I don't know what it is. I like it. Derek, you played Hearthstone. You played Magic. We literally used the same deck hundreds of games, doing the exact same shit, right? But yeah, it's just
still more engaging. But and then like the flip side also applies when you find someone who likes a game that's not in their wheelhouse, right? Where it's like, oh, like I hate JRPGs, I hate turn-based combat, I hate anime. But I like Persona 5. It's like, holy shit, that game must be really fucking good, you know? Like, goddamn.
That's true.
But yeah, just a little side tangent that, you know, you don't want to listen to the people who like the game say that the game is good. You want to find people who don't like those kind of games that still like the game. And you're like, damn, now that game's gotta be a good one, you know?
It's gotta be a banger, dude.
That's gotta be a banger. So yeah, so when you hear me say that I like a sports game, dude, it's gotta be good.
Wait, do you
Speaking of
normally hate
sports,
sports games?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't like sports games really.
You know, you've never played like NHL or any of
Yeah,
that shit?
I played NHL with my dad. It was fine.
All right. How about like the Mario Strikers and whatnot? Even as a Game Boy fan,
I
Game Boy
Strikers.
GameCube fan.
Mario Tennis was fun,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I mean,
Wow.
Eh?
fine.
Okay. Eh?
Eh,
Eh?
eh.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I believe that's gonna wrap up our show for today.
Aw, man.
I know. Wait, Derek. Speaking
Yes.
of sports game, before we leave here,
Yeah.
the new eFootball, free to play,
I'll
FIFA
go
Killer.
shop.
Fingers crossed.
FIFA Killer free to play. Will it make Off Be Hero like a sports game? Maybe.
You can play co-op. You can play with up to 3 people on the same team,
There
or
you
4,
go.
I think. Yeah,
Wow.
or 4. Yeah.
I don't know if I want Churro yelling at me though. Pass the fucking ball, you donut!
Derek, what are you doing?
Why are you taking the fucking defenseman up to the front, dude? What the fuck? Are you doing?
I just downloaded the game. Stop yelling at me.
He's gonna put me on the bench, like actually, just
Damn.
like you just go sit on the bench.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Kevin. Be like, Kevin, get over here.
Oh.
I need a
Get some water,
sub.
dude. Get some water, you fucking water boy.
Oh,
Wow.
just
Like,
lit
yeah,
up.
Kevin, Derek's not allowed to play, but he has to stay on the Discord call.
Yeah,
I sent out a message. Yeah.
I gotta
Holy fuck.
learn something. But yeah, Kazo, I'll pass up to you. We'll wrap this shindig up.
Awesome. Thank you all for being here, and basically thank you to the guys tuning in though, Reggie, Thicc Churro, and Bad Rice as well. You guys been pretty much amazing cast over here, just basically putting out your inputs, especially for this FT podcast episode. And for those guys watching though, especially tuning in to actually like put up the chat, thank you for that, and also spending your channel points as well. We basically look forward for more suggestions coming on in the future. If you guys want to like give us any shouts, whether it's dealing with anime or any video games and stuff, we'll be happy to oblige to pretty much showcase what our thoughts are and hopefully entertain you at the very least. And yeah, man, it's like all you guys supporting our FT podcast, thank you again. So please be sure to follow our Discord and everything else, though. Make sure pretty much getting aligned and, just stay tuned for the next episode for that one. Unfortunately enough, though, we won't be putting up FT podcast next week, but we'll be pretty much... I think at this point it'll be on October by then when we get back to the FT podcast by then. So
Yes.
just giving you guys a little bit of a future update for that one though. So in
The
case
7th, I believe.
correct, yes, that's right. So October 7th is when we'll get back to that though. So
Halloween episode.
Halloween episode, just about anything else.
Season first episode of Demon Slayer should be out.
Oh
Really?
shit!
Let's
Yeah.
go!
It's coming out next week.
Sick.
All right, so we got something in line to talk about, and prepare for some epic topics, spicy ones as well. So, yeah,
Derek opens up. Demon Slayer isn't that good.
oh,
What?
Pow, 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 pow. Shots fired.
I'll be the first one to shoot that.
Wow.
Shoot.
Damn.
You know, when he gets bad, you know, the Kevin will be the one to say it.
There you go.
I'll let him know.
And that being said, though, if you guys want to find us up, my name's Kazo. You can find me up at Twitter, YouTube, pretty much anywhere on the bottom there, Discord, and as well as this Twitch. So find me up under Ichi Gaming. You know what we do. And if you want to pretty much be a part of my Rainbow Six squad, road to platinum, you know where to follow. So passing out to the rest of my squadron here. Ichi, where can we find you, sir?
Possibly in Dragon Ball Fighters, trying to get my rank back. If not, you guys can all just check me out. I usually hang out by the Ichi Gaming Discord or YouTube channel, and yeah, just give me a shout and stuff. You guys want to go and catch some hands, you know, or
Literal.
or play whatever and all that stuff. Unfortunately, I do work like very early in the morning, so yeah, chat with me in like the afternoons.
There you go. So if you want to give him some love and everything else, though, if you wanted some training under working how to deal with Vegito, this Reichi is your man. And passing it off, Thicc Churro, where can we find you, sir?
Probably playing fighters as well. I've been getting back into it. Heading up the lab, out here trying to beat Gerard every time, you know?
Hell yeah.
Literally came in while he was sitting in the lobby. Man was relaxing. I just, was like, do you want to fucking play? You just want to catch these hands?
You want to die?
Yeah.
Yo, 1v1 bro. Final destination.
Yeah, man, I was like hella vibing, man. I was just chilling, like listening to these beats here and everything else, though. And then out comes this guy. Yo, you want to get fucked tonight? I was like,
a couple of ways that could have been interpreted, but I'm glad he got it.
Yeah, it was dope. Good match, though. And Offbeat Hero, will you be playing fighters, or are you going to the Strive scene?
I'm more interested in Strive, actually.
Let's go!
I mean, just because I'm a stupid Eva fanboy, and there's a mecha girl with an Asuka skin, so I mean, a best girl.
Is it an Asuka skin, Gerard, or is it a mod?
Apparently.
It's a mod?
It's an Asuka homage?
It's an Asuka homage.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
And it looks amazing, and I already put on my the mod on the character, and she looks amazing, like 10 out of 10. Actually, wait, 9 out of 10. The other point where it's like the reason for that is because like I wish they would have put on another Ray mod for that, you know, Ray and Ami Rod. I'll be on for that though. But for Asuka ones, still good for itself.
Wait, are you a Ray simp? You prefer Ray over Asuka?
I prefer Ray.
Oh.
I can't believe you.
I'm sorry.
You know what? You're allowed to be
God
wrong.
help you,
It's
Gerard.
fine.
God help you.
Oh man.
But anyway, yeah, you can find me on twitch.tv/offbeat_hero. Play magic content, but hey, maybe we'll play some Strive. Maybe we'll stream Strive. You know, my slow learning climb up the ladder.
Wait, Derek, let me know when you get we'll learn together. I'll get it with you.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
I'm in for it.
Because I know Bad Rice got his already, too. So I was like, if you want, I will train you 3.
All right.
And
crew, then. Crew
I will
battle.
make sure.
Dolphin girl, dude. That's my main.
Dolphin.
Okay, I can't
All
train
I
you
do
that
is
one. I can't train you that one, but I'll train everyone else.
I can't help you with that one. You're on your own.
It's okay. I'll find my
You
way
can also
through
find me
it.
on YouTube at youtube.com/offbeathero, all one word, where you'll find my magic content. Or you can find me on Twitter under the same at offbeat_hero. Yeah, and then who knows? Maybe I'll just abandon this, be a Strive gamer.
Yes.
You know, I've been watching a lot of Hitachi.
Yep.
He's a big Strive guy, and he's also a MTG Taxes player. That's how I know him.
Wow.
So,
Small world.
But, you know, maybe there's some sort of correlation between the Magic deck that I play and playing, you know, being a fucking Guilty Gear god. But we'll see.
Damn.
Maybe.
All right. Hopefully we'll see you in floor 10, because that's basically you start
it.
from like floor 0 and work your way up
Yeah.
all the way 10, and then after that it's Celestial Grounds you'll be playing at.
Right,
So-
like the Heaven's Arena in Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, I guess at that point, yeah, that's the next equivalent. All right, thank you for that. And last but not least, Bad Rice.
Nowhere. Nope. We good. Okay, everyone.
Nothing.
Nada, Flitch, nothing. Okay.
AWOL.
And that's basically the rest of my brothers. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And remember, you got nothing to lose when you're at the bottom. Why? You guys know?
Because you got
There's
no
no
fear.
And F tier. Let's go. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Peace.
Goodbye.
Peace out.